Hey guys, Dr. Ben here. Welcome to a Power Pack Brokerpreneur Byte. Get ready to dive into proven strategies for recruiting top talent, retaining your best agents, and skyrocketing sales in the next 10 minutes. I'm your host, of course, Dr. Ben Spears, along with our real estate guru, Matt Vi. Join us as we unravel the secrets to take your brokerage to new heights. Let's dive in. Hey guys, welcome to yet another episode of the Real Estate Recruiting Podcast. I'm here with my co-host, as always, Matt. How you doing?
I always expect you to say with my cohort, or with my partner in crime, or something like that.
We're in cahoots.
Cahoots together. What are we cahooting about today, Ben?
Gosh, we're going to be talking about a little bit about team, a little bit about network, but in a different way. We're going to really focus this all on vendors and how not only they can help you, but actually what their role could be in recruiting for your office.
Right, and how they can prop you up.
Yeah,
right?
that's it. That's exactly right.
So, but when we were getting together today, you saw me outside changing the tire. I thought for sure you were going to say something about me changing the tire with helping that lady out.
Well, listen, guys, I try not to build Matt up too much. He's helping an old lady.
It sounds like such a fake story.
Putting air in her tires, right? He stood up when he was done. He had his cape blowing in the wind.
And if I had hair, the wind would have been whipping through my hair, but I don't.
And so yeah, no, absolutely. Matt's a great guy.
You said you were like, we got to talk about this in the podcast. I would have brought it up if you wouldn't have said that.
Well,
because now it sounds like I'm patting myself on the back on my cape.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't bring it up, and you still brought it up, right? So
okay, that's on me.
You did pat yourself on the back.
Ow, my arm,
yeah,
my shoulder.
For just so everyone out there, I was there too, right? Drinking an Arnold Palmer, right?
And he was actually giving directions the entire time. He's like, Matt, you're not using the air thing right. You got to change the gauge. You got to check the tire pressure. That looks like
I was like, Matt, you need to push the other button. It's sucking air
out of the tire.
It's not blowing air, Matt.
So a mechanic I am not, which is why I thought you were going to bring this up, because I'm that guy that can literally just open up the hood of the car and get grease everywhere.
Yeah.
And my shirt dirty and underneath my fingernails for a week and a half. Yeah. I'm just not.
That's weird. I'm the same way with pizza.
But not with motorcycles, right?
With motorcycles. No,
you work on motorcycles. That surprised me when I learned that about
with
you.
With pizza, it's just everywhere. It's all right. Whatever.
So speaking of pizza, vendors?
Yeah, exactly. That would be a great vendor to partner with.
That's absolutely right.
We're looking for some good pizza sponsors.
That's right. No joke. You can pay us and buy.
Yeah, exactly. So tell me, like, you give us a rundown of the vendors that you're talking about.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, because there can be a bunch of different vendors, right? So everybody knows, mortgage and title, right? Everybody knows the attorneys that they're dealing with. Yep. Everybody knows, appraisers and stuff like that, right? Surveyors. But you got to go a little bit deeper than that, right? And the reason why you got to go a little bit deeper than that is because the entire transaction, as we all know, because they're all complex, because they're changing, because they're different, because there's a lot of things going on. I mean, it can be everything from handyman, electricians, plumbers. You're going to have all kinds of different tradesmen that are involved, right? But you're also going to have CPAs. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. You're going to have, this long list, this laundry list of people that you're dealing with, right? Investors. There's going to be some investors, right? That sometimes they're really friendly with realtors, and other times they're not. But they always want to make sure that if they are going to deal with a realtor, they want to deal with the right realtor, right? So they know some good ones, and so being in touch and connected with an investor makes a whole lot of sense. What about people that do things like run hotels, right, by the airport, because people are traveling in and out of town, right? What about the RV sales guy? What about the car sales guy at the whatever car dealership or luxury dealership?
The busiest salon in town.
Absolutely, right? So you're just going to make sure that you're connected with all these people on a really high level, helping them look at their business, right? And we're going to talk about in just a second the traits that we want to make sure that they're doing. But here's the other part that I think is important in this, and we've touched on this on a couple of podcasts, right? You don't want to have 96 lenders that you're dealing with.
Yes.
Okay. So
correct.
You as the broker, you as the person that's actually trying to kind of manage what's going on with the office and kind of trying to manage the relationships with and exposure to people in the office, to the agents that are in the office. You want to make sure that you have certain people that are the right type of person to be around your agent. Okay. So if you are fly by night, then you need fly by night mortgage loan officers in there, right? Yeah. If you're not fly by night, then don't have those fly by night mortgage loan officers in the office, right? Figure out who you are, talk a little bit about your culture, figure that out, go meet some people, go to some networking, go to some, NPI groups, or go to the board office and go to the after hours and get out there and however you need to meet them. Ask your agents. They're going to know some of these great people. Find out these people that actually match. You should be able to have, so look at it this way, and I don't want to spoil any surprises, but just look at it this way, right? Let's say that we had 25 people that fit into those categories, and you were just one deep on all of those, okay? Out of those 25 people during the course of the year, if you have an in-depth relationship with all of them, and if there's an expectation that you're going to send you some business, and when I say business, I don't mean listings and buyers, I mean an agent. They're going to send an agent your way. You're going to get a referral from them. You can't convince me that all 25 of them can't refer somebody once a year to you.
Oh, absolutely. And
then if your conversion is just terrible on that type of referral, right? So we talk about a good conversion rate on appointment to hire ratio, 25 to 30%, 33%, somewhere right in there. If it's a that's overall.
Right.
If it's a referral to you from a trusted partner, then it should be a lot higher conversion than that.
No, absolutely.
Let's say that it's
nearly
50.
100.
That's right. But let's say it's 50. Still terrible in that situation. But let's say that it's 50. Now you've just hired 12 and a half people, right? However you hire a half person.
Yep.
You hire 12 and a half people during the course of that.
I'm kind of like a half person.
You're a full person, Ben.
You guys have seen our videos. That's like head taller than me. I'm like half a person.
Ben, in my eyes, you're a full person.
I appreciate that. In my eyes, I see your top button of your shirt.
So we've got 12 and a half people that we're hiring. And of those 12 and a half people, the cool part about this is most of those people, because the people you're dealing with are vendors in the real estate business, what does that mean? What type of agent are they handing to you? Ones that are in the business already.
Yeah.
Right? So those are people already doing business.
You're not picking up new people for you. They've built relationships with those people as well.
Right. Okay. So there's a bunch of opportunity there. So you're doing that a couple of times a year, and you're doing it, intelligently, and you're, going out and meeting with these people on a regular basis, and you're, letting them be involved in what's going on in the office and the process and everything. All of that makes a big difference on who you actually have as what you consider to be a trusted partner when it comes to sending those over to you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And this isn't, guys, don't mistake this podcast as a plug for like, hey, go join a network group that'll get you in touch with one of each of these vendors and blah 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 blah. Can those be valuable? Absolutely. There's amazing assets sometimes, but this is really, go one by one and build solid relationships with these people one by one, so that
Great point.
Whenever you're sending them a referral, or whenever they're sending you a referral, you guys know each other's businesses. Right, like this is past the rapport part, and into, look, I know for a fact that if you're an agent, you need to be with Matt.
Yep.
Right, he's been my trusted advisor, my friend. In my trying to think of like my bird feeding business.
Right. Pizza business.
Yeah, in my bird feeding business. And there's just I can't even think of why anybody would go anywhere else.
Absolutely.
That's what you're looking for.
That's the depth of relationship. Absolutely.